The emergence of the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar as the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has placed the All Progressive Congress (APC) at a crossroads, making the leaders of the ruling party cautious of their next steps. The APC leaders were weighing two options on who to put forward for the contest, Daily Trust can report. This is just as impeccable sources at the leading opposition party said shopping for a running mate for Atiku has commenced. Top shot of the camp of Atiku said they are considering pairing a serving governor from the South-South geopolitical zone with them. After months of hide and seek by the two political parties on zoning their presidential tickets, the PDP on Saturday conducted its presidential primary and picked a northerner from Adamawa State. Twice the ruling party had postponed its presidential primary. The party was blamed for the postponement of the June 3rd deadline for the conduct of the party's primaries for the 2023 general elections by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on Friday. 7 days to the new date fixed for the APC presidential primary, Daily Trust reports that activities for the exercise have not commenced. Party leaders, aspirants, and other stakeholders of the party are at crossroads over choices to make. The screening of the 23 presidential aspirants of the party slated for last Monday was postponed indefinitely. Daily Trust reports that the National Working Committee (NWC), under the leadership of a former governor of Nasarawa State, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, has neither fixed a new date nor constituted a committee to carry out the exercise. Out of the 23 aspirants, stakeholders in the party are looking in the direction of national leader Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, Senate President Ahmad Lawan, and former Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi. Sources in the ruling party told Daily Trust that two options are being weighed. It is either we dare the South and pick our candidate in the North, or we throw open the race and risk its outcome, a source in the party said. Daily Trust had on May 17 exclusively reported the heightening of the push for the retention of the party's presidential ticket in the North. The emergence of Atiku has amplified it, but a section of the power brokers in the Abuja is said to be still rooting for former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan as a possible flag bearer of the party. The Northerners in the race for the ticket are Lawan, Kogi State Governor Yahya Bello, Jigawa State Governor Mohammed Badaru Abubakar, and former Zamfara State Governor Senator Ahmed Yerima. A former governor said the emergence of the former vice president has completely changed the dynamics. He said, apart from some charlatans in the villa dropping Buhari's name and claiming that he has endorsed Amechi, the emergence of Atiku has completely changed the dynamics. Apart from Tinubu, is there anyone who can match Atiku toe to toe across the nation and repeat the MKO success story when he defeated the late Bashir Othman Tofa in Kano? Surely Atiku is banking on northern votes. Kwankwaso will cut off some from northwest, so a good running mate from north will square him off. And of course, attacking his home base of northeast is the deal. But the former governor of Abia State, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, yesterday said the emergence of Atiku has shut the doors on the southern contestants in the APC. Kalu, the chief whip of the Senate and one of the promoters of Lawan, urged President Buhari to pick his successor. For our party, the APC, it is no longer feasible to talk about southern candidates, except the APC wants to go into political retirement. The Abia senator also urged the party's leadership to zone APC presidential ticket to the northeast. I call on President Buhari to pick a successor from the northeast, and that will be the equity the southeast needs. With the northeast, the cycle will be closest to completion of regions producing the president of Nigeria, he said in a statement. But the Talban Bauchi, Tahi Ibrahim Tahi, in an article tagged APC's bitter but peasant pill, said Tinubu is the only aspirant that can match Atiku. APC must honor its unwritten agreement of power shift in the spirit of federal character and rotation. Tinubu, as a southerner, is the only politician that has exhibited the northern brand of inclusiveness in politics, he said. Meanwhile, a coalition of chieftains of the APC in the southwest has urged President Buhari not to breach the trust and agreement he reached with the leaders of the party in the region before his election in 2015. The group, in a statement issued yesterday by its national convener, Mr. Fatai Bola Adekunle, said Buhari was morally bound to support and ensure that a party member from the southwest region succeeds him in the office next year. Adekunle maintained that anything short of the aforementioned demand would amount to betrayal from President Buhari and his supporters to the people of the southwest, who he said helped him greatly to get into office in 2015. We're appealing to President Buhari to reciprocate the gesture of the people of the Southwest to him in 2015 by making sure that one of our sons emerges to succeed him in 2023 as a token of appreciation for the gesture of our people towards him. All of us were living witnesses to the roles played by our sons and daughters to ensure the emergence of Buhari as the president of the country. It is no gainsaying the fact that without that alliance between the Southwest and the North, the Buhari presidency that we have today would have not been possible, they said. They further cautioned the party leaders against the rumored moves to foist former President Goodluck Jonathan as a presidential candidate. Contacted, an aide of the president said Buhari was not part of a plot to draft Jonathan into APC presidential race. He said on Sunday that instructions have been given that there should be no public release of photos of any meetings between the former president and the incumbent at this time. The president, it was gathered, did not want such images to be used to confer any modicum of support to the plot to get Jonathan into the race. Daily Trust learned that the presidency was worried that the aides of the former president were involved in keeping the plot alive in the media by releasing photos of the visit to the APC chairman and Alhaji Mamadwara to insinuate that these two gentlemen are in support of the plot. Meanwhile, reliable sources at the PDP told this paper that the shopping for a running mate for Atiku has commenced. At the 2019 general election, Atiku, who was the candidate of the party, picked a former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, as his running mate. They were defeated by President Buhari. A source close to Atiku said, before the primary, they had resolved to pick in the running mate from the South-South geopolitical zone. He said, at their inner circle, the Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa was being considered for the plum seat, given his contribution to the emergence of Atiku. Except for last-minute change, we are looking at Governor Okowa for the position. He has consistently supported our camp despite all backlashes. But another source in the party who confirmed that they have resolved that the running mate be picked from the South-South said the issue of Okowa has not been sealed. There is division on it. Some are saying him, but others, especially elders of the party, said Wike should be considered because of his performance at the primary, the party leader said. He also said the Governor Udom Emmanuel Akwaibom, who came fourth with 38 votes at the primary, has begun moves to be considered for the seat. According to him, the main factor that led to the defection of Peter Obi was the decision of Atiku's camp to look elsewhere for the running mate. Meanwhile, a former Senate President Pius Ayim, one of the presidential aspirants of the PDP, has expressed shock that the consideration by delegates during voting was based on the old primordial sentiment rather than on burning national issues and how to resolve them. Ayim, who said this while reacting to the outcome of the PDP presidential primaries, however, congratulated former Vice President Atiku Abubakar for emerging the flag bearer of the party. He said he was proud to have gone through the presidential race to the end, assuring that he would continue to stand tall until we birth the Nigeria of our collective dreams.